Hi, I'm Isla. Hi, I'm Oliver. This is Assembly News. This week, the Preps are presenting the news. First, we recognise the original owners of the land.
We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered and pay our respects to their elders, both past and present.
I love the stories of Mr. Fisher. Well, we're going to do one now.
G'day champions, and I really mean that. You are a whole heap of champions. We're so good at this now. Miss Merkel's just going to go over it all again though, just so you know what's going on, but I reckon we'll be right. We'll get through it. We'll see you next Friday.
That's right. So today you would have been able to engage with your specialist classes, which would have been lots of fun, I'm sure. And from Monday, now if you were doing live teaching, like last time, that timetable will stay the same. So you will see your teacher online for an hour of maths and an hour of English. If you were doing the Google Classrooms, you will have the same logins and all your work will be in the same areas. Don't forget to jump onto the Google Meets. Our teachers love seeing your faces, and I know the kids at home love seeing their teachers and friends on there too. And the success of our live specialist lessons was fantastic last time, so we've included those in there again. So make sure you jump on and see all the wonderful things that are happening there.
And the Google Meets, that's the really important thing, because we want to just see that you're okay and and you're having a chat to us over those Google Meets. It's really important you try to get onto those and have a bit of a chat to all your mates.
Definitely. Now, if you want a hard pack, they will be available from the office Monday morning, so please pop in and get one of those off Liv and Shara. Now, Mr. Fisher, this is an exciting assembly and I cannot wait to watch it. We're obviously filming on Friday and it's on tonight, but who's running it? We've got the Preps.
Oh dear, I've seen a few of the outtakes and been with them a little bit, and it is sensational. So can't wait.
Enjoy assembly and be kind and
nice.
See ya.
See ya.
We've been making things in art. Let's go over to Winnie and Ollie.
Hi, I'm Winnie. Hi, I'm Oliver. What are we doing in art today?
And hi, I'm Mrs. Bodger. In art today, we're going to be making rainmakers, because the Preps are using their senses in art this term to make their artwork. So we're making art that's making a noise. Do you remember last week we made art when we did it to music, and we were using what sense? Our ears. And that's what we're doing in art this week, and it's back to Winnie.
Thank you, Mrs. Bodger. Back to the studio.
Over for Cedar for the music report.
Hi, I'm Cedar. What's happening in the music today?
What's happening in music today, Cedar? I'm so glad you asked it. Today with Preps, we've been using the djembe drums and we've been learning how to play them, and we've been doing rhythms and patterns, and it's been lots and lots of fun.
Thank you, Mr. Bodger. Back to the studio.
You're welcome.
Over to Grayson and Ella for the sports report.
Hi, I'm Grayson. Let's see what Mr. Smith has in sport.
Thanks, Grayson. In sport today in grade prep, we've been doing sprinting and relays. It's been really fun and they've been in teams. It's been awesome, just like the Olympics. Thanks for asking.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. Back to the studio.
I've seen some wonderful creatures in STEM. Over for Rosie and Kobe to explain.
Hi, my name's Rose.
Hi, I'm Kobe. Arnold, what are we learning about today?
Thank you, Kobe and Rose. Today we're learning about our underwater friends. We're looking at marine animals, just like the ones that we have here in our science lab. Do you guys want to know what we're learning about next week?
Yeah.
We're going to be, do you know?
Building a robot.
Yeah, we're going to be building some robots. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Arnold. Back to your studio.
Over to Peter for the office report.
Hi, I'm Peter. What's happening in the office today, Olivia?
Thank you, Peter.
As we all know, we've gone into lockdown. Hard copy packs will be ready to be picked up on Monday morning, and hopefully we see you all Friday.
Thank you, Olivia. Back to the studio. Last week, we celebrated 100 days of school. Let's go over to Judd to find out more.
Hi, I'm Judd. This is the 100 days of school. We had to wear old man clothes. Teachers wear old man lady clothes. We played outside when my friend was chasing me. The funniest thing that happened is one we pretended to be old mans. We were walking around with old man sticks. Back to the studio.
Isla, did you see the new crane yesterday? Yeah, but what was it for? Let's go to Ari and Cooper to find out.
Hi, I'm Ari. Hi, I'm Cooper. What's been going on here?
Where are we?
We're in the building site.
Yeah, and who are you going to interview today?
I'm going to interview Trevor. How did that all get supported?
The deck at the top is held up by the frames at the bottom. You can see all the steel frames up there, and they're just jacked up to the right height, and that takes all the weight until the concrete goes off.
Good. Cooper, have you got a question for Trevor?
Ask me about the crane.
About the crane. So what's going on with that crane, Trevor?
What's going on with that crane, Trev?
That crane is to lift all the heavy stuff up that the guys can't carry themselves. So that puts all the steel and timber up. So once it's up on the deck, they can work on it and take it from there.
Hey Trev, when is the concrete gonna get poured onto the first floor?
When the guys have finished putting the steel in, the steel bars, and it's all ready to go, which will be at the end of next week. So they've got a bit of work ahead of them first, and then they've got to put edges on so all the concrete doesn't spill over the sides. So you can see the little shutters there. So when all that's ready, it'll go in, and that's going to be the end of next week.
Hey Trev, what's happening on the other building site?
We are pouring the concrete over there today for the basketball court. So you're going to have an indoor basketball court over there, and that's going to hold the floor. So there's concrete, and then there's going to be timber floor for you to bounce your balls on.
I can't wait to see the concrete trucks come again.
We had a few come in this morning, and they're over this side. And then once that's finished, we'll come over here and you get to see them again.
That sounds so good. Hey Trev, I got a question to ask you. I bet you would get a good view up there.
So, would it get a good view? I think so. I think if we go up a little bit higher, I don't know if we can see the water, but it's definitely a good view, for sure.
Cooper has a question.
All right.
I'm so excited to be a builder because you can go up the stairs and you can see the view.
Well, you guys, we hope to see you on the construction site in a few years. And if you study hard and work hard, we'll give you a job.
Thank you, Trevor. Let's have a good time on the building site. Back to the studio.
It's time for Miss Burkle's Bargains.
Hello everyone and welcome back. This would be one of my favourite assemblies because we've got the preps in charge of it today. So, today, welcome to
Miss Burkle's Bargains!
So they know what to do. They are going to put our items here in order from the least expensive up that end all the way to the most expensive up this end. So we're going to give them 45 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, off you go.
Maybe this goes. Yeah, that's good. No, this goes here. This goes here. Ah! I dropped it. Ah! I have to keep dropping. I don't. That doesn't go there, okay? Take that down. Take that back. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
You've got 15
Wait, that's
seconds.
it's hard. That's hard. Yeah, that's to stay there. Okay.
All right, 10 seconds.
Oh,
9, 8, 7,
Guys, wait a minute, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo!
Action.
Okay, preppies, you did a wonderful job. Guess what? You've got the chocolates in the right order. They're not cheap, are they? But are they delicious?
Yeah.
And you've also got in the right order here, oh, Miss Burkle, you've got the cup of soup and the sauce. That one is the cheapest before this one, so you got those two right. But this was the one that needed to go first. But well done. Should we put them in the right order?
Yeah.
Can you help me do magic?
Yeah.
All right, so on the count of 3, let's move them. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that was very hard.
Your magic though, because look what's happened. We've got them in the right order, so hopefully some people at home got them in this order. Thanks for being my favourite Burkle Bargain contestants on here. You did a great job, but for now, what do we need to say to everyone at home?
Bye.
Bye!
My name is Mitchell.
My name is Jamie.
And my name is Hunter. Welcome to Rainbusters! I wonder what the letter is this week.
Let's spin and find out.
It's the letter A. For ant!
Wow.
You know the rules. You have 1 minute and 40 seconds to write down your answers.
Time starts now. Good luck.
For a girl's name, I had Anna.
I had Annie.
I had Annabelle. For a band, I had AC/DC.
And I had AC/DC too.
I also had AC/DC. For a boy's name, I had Aiden.
For a boy's name, I had Aiden as well.
I had Ari. For a sport, I had acrobatics.
For a sport, I had archery.
And I also had acrobatics. Place, I had America.
I also had America.
And I had Australia. For a 4-letter word, I had ants.
I also had ants.
And I also have ants as well. For an animal, I had an axolotl.
I also had axolotl.
And I had an ape. For fruit, I had apple.
I also had apple.
And I also have apple. For an Olympic sport, I had archery.
I had acrobats.
And I also have archery. For a school subject, I had art.
For a school subject, I also had art.
And I also have art as well.
Thanks for watching Brainbusters! Bye!
It's time for Mr. Max Mike.
Okay, so welcome back to another week of Mr. Max Mike, and I've got, actually last week, for those people who are watching, we talked about the Olympic torch, and here's one of them. Thanks again to Bree, who at 19 years of age was able to run across the border with this. So we're using this as our mic this week, and I have Tim Forsyth. Thanks for coming to join us, Tim.
No worries at all, Mr. Mac.
We're going to find out a little bit about you. Elijah, you're back again. Great to have you back, and a couple of weeks ago, you actually took the mic off me and did some interviews. Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
Yeah, well, I've got you back again this week because your dad's here, and we're going to find out a little bit more about your dad. Before we find out a little bit more about your dad, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the record, okay? So here, bear with me. So at the moment, we're all watching the Olympics. We're watching a lot of events, and we've just watched the high jump. So in the high jump, Brandon Stark's jump, we're going to find out a little bit more from Tim about Brandon. But a few things you need to know. So in 1990, and you got to correct me if I'm wrong with some of these, Tim, but this is my research. In 1990, Tim won a silver at the World Junior Championships in Bulgaria. In 92, he won an Olympic bronze medal, jumping 2.34 metres in Spain. In 94, he won gold at the Commonwealth Games in Canada. In 97, he won bronze at the World Championships, and he jumped 2.36 metres. That one was in Greece, and he won a bronze at the Commonwealth Games in Malaysia as well. He's a 6-time national champion, and he's a 3-time Olympian with a highest and best jump of 2.36 metres. Was I right with all that?
Correct, yeah. Yep, most of that's good.
Okay, I hope I didn't miss anything. Now, just to highlight again, Bulgaria, Spain, Greece, Malaysia, Canada, and he's also competed in Japan, Korea, Germany, Sweden, the USA and France. You've done a lot of travelling.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time overseas. So most of my 20s, I spent about 4 months a year overseas, travelling around, competing. So a lot of time away from home.
Well, you have too. And you live locally. You live locally now.
Yeah, just down in Safety Beach, just down the way.
Fantastic. Can I ask the first question, then I'm going to hand over to Elijah.
Yep.
What was it like competing at any of these, World Championships, Olympic, Commonwealth, any of these, in regards to the crowd and the tense moments you had, leading into some of your jumps?
Probably the most memorable one would be the Sydney Olympics. Obviously being a home crowd, that stadium held 120,000 people. I didn't make the final in those Olympics. I had some injuries and stuff leading into it and missed the final by 1 spot, which was a bit heartbreaking, but I kind of knew I was struggling. But even in the qualifying, I remember competing in front of, I think there was about 110,000 people there that night. And the first time they announced my name to say I was up next to jump, I just remember being stunned by the noise that hit me. You could actually feel the noise. It whacked you. And I'm not sure whether people are aware, but in the high jump, from when they announce your name, you've got 1 minute to begin your jump. So to begin running in, and there's a clock that counts down, and I just remember sort of being announced, and it was probably on 53 or something like that. It had only just started. Then the noise hit me, and I just remember being stunned by it. And then I kind of awoke from a bit of a dream and looked, and the clock was going 6, 5, 4, and I was like, oh, I better get going. And I got going and ran in, and it was okay. But that's how much impact the crowd had on me, like the noise that they made. And I remember the opening ceremony, walking out of there behind Andrew Gaze, holding one of these things, or the flag and the torch and stuff, and that was just incredible. Just the noise was so loud that it was just surreal. It was so loud it stopped being noise. It was it was a strange experience that I've never had anything like again in the rest of my life. Whereas we sort of emerged from the tunnel, you could see everyone shouting and screaming, but you couldn't actually hear it. It was almost too loud for your ears to take in. It was just remarkable, just the goosebumps and stuff, and that experience is, you can't pay for that. You work for it and you get there and you get to experience it, and you just feel so very blessed to have those experiences.
Elijah, your last question.
My last question for you before I stop talking is, apart from being my dad, what do you do now?
Well, this is probably the first time that I've done most of the talking around. You do most of the talking around our house, so this is actually nice for me to do some of the talking and you to sit back and listen. So what do I do now? So as I said before, I still play a bit of basketball. I work as an education support officer just up at Dramana Primary School, so I know this school's got lots of people around here that play that role. I love it. I'm around kids all the time. And then I'm just a part-time taxi driver, part-time cook.
As we all are.
Yeah, part-time entertainment officer.
Fantastic. Well, I've got two things just to finish off. One is that our athletics team is just coming together over the next couple of weeks. We might just get you in for one cameo appearance with our high jumpers. Can we lock you in for that? So when Mr. Smitherd will want to know the answer to this. So when we pick our team, which we're competing next week, when we get our best high jumpers, we'd love to just say to you, one Wednesday maybe, can we get you in at a lunchtime and give a bit of advice to our team? Not because we want to beat Dramana Primary, but because we just love to have your expertise. You able to lock in for one of those?
Yeah, of course we can do that, absolutely. And I wish all the kids the best when they compete. Is it next week now?
It is next Monday and Tuesday.
It's just been changed, next Monday and Tuesday. So I hope that you get some nice weather, first of all.
Fingers crossed.
And the kids all go out there and have some fun and do the best they can.
Great. So we will get him in for a cameo. And you say how people see you once every 4 years, but I'm sure more people at our school now are going to know who you are and ask questions. Last thing, can I get you to stand up? Because directly above you here right now, if we all have a look, I'm going to put the torch up to where it is, but there's a line right up the top here now. Actually, I might get Tim to just point to it. So the top line there is 2.36 metres, which is the actual, still the current Australian record that Brandon Stark holds with Tim. So 2.36. And how tall are you?
I'm just under 2 metres.
So just under 2 metres. So that's amazing. So when you're just under 2 metres, but you're jumping 2.36 and clearing that with your whole body. So amazing effort. So we thank you very much for coming in and speak to us, and we love having you at our school. Elijah, you did a wonderful job again. You're going to take over my job. I'm a bit nervous. So thanks for having us. Thanks for having us, guys. And I hope you enjoyed another week of Mr. Max Mike. Thanks, guys.
Let's go over to Lexi and Mr. Houston for the Mighty Ducks.
G'day and welcome back to the Mighty Ducks Footy Tippers.
How you going, Lexi? Wow, you've got a bit of brood with you today. Look at everyone.
Yes, so this is Lenny and Blair who goes for Hawthorn, and we have Cooper who goes for Tigers. Yes, Richmond.
Do you guys want to give everyone at home a big wave for us?
Goodbye, Mr. Misfit.
What? Why are you saying goodbye? We only just started.
I like to do so. Shall we try this again?
Nah, let's keep going. I reckon we're doing all right so far. Okay, who's going to tell us what the first game is?
No idea.
Tilly, you're in charge of that, are you?
So we have Geelong and GWS, and what do we? Geelong. That's right.
You guys tipping? You're tipping
We're
Geelong.
tipping Geelong. Yes.
I am also going to tip Geelong. Now I'm going to quickly get something out of the way. Tilly's in charge of organising the phone at the moment because last week there was a little bit of cheating apparently going down. We've been claimed to have cheated. I will not have that smear campaign against me.
Just to remind you all, what's the points again? Who's up?
I don't have to worry about that. Anyway,
I am up by 2.
actually, would you care to explain to the people at home why you're up by 2 instead of just 1?
I should be up by 1, but I made an agreement with Mr. Houston that I will not talk in math for a whole lesson and I will get a point.
And were you able to do it?
Yeah, so I got a point.
So who's the real winner there?
Me.
Alright, we got through that. I'm not in charge of the phone today. Tilly's in charge of the phone to make sure that there's no untoward messaging from any good friends. Anyway, next game for me, Till.
Carlton and Gold Coast. We have gone Carlton. Carlton.
You guys, you're all going Carlton, are you, Koopy? I'm gonna tip.
I'm tipping. I'm just gonna tip Tigers like that.
Tigers, you reckon Tigers? I reckon Gold Coast will win that one. They've got a bit to prove.
Okay, and then we've got Richmond and North Melbourne, and Cooper's got that tip, don't you, Coop? And who's going for? Tigers, we are.
Can I say that down with the camera as well?
Goodbye, Tigers.
Tipping Tigers.
Can you say hello, Tigers?
Okay, hello, Tigers. Go Tigers.
Yeah, because they're going to win, aren't they?
Yes.
Big Tigers fan. I agree. I think the Tigers will beat North Melbourne. It's a sad end of the season for North Melbourne.
Yeah, I got chosen.
Okay, the next game,
Can we keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
the next game's Port Adelaide, and I'm pretty sure St Kilda. No, Adelaide.
Port Adelaide.
Adelaide and Port Adelaide.
Port Adelaide.
And what have we gone, Blair?
I'm leading the
Port
blinds this
Adelaide.
week.
We've gone Port Adelaide,
to the
Blair
camera.
says.
Port Adelaide.
Good job.
I will tip Adelaide. I don't think the showdowns ever go to strip, so Adelaide are going to win that one.
No, Tigers.
No confidence whatsoever. All right, Tilly, who's the next game?
She's got one. It is St Kilda and Sydney, and I've got that tip. And we've got Sydney.
I'm going to Tigers.
That's not the tip yet.
You've already had your Tigers tip, Cooper. I'm going to tip Sydney. They're going to win as well. Too good for Saints. Sorry, Mr. Fisher. All right, who's got our next game?
I do. It's Hawthorn versus Collingwood. And
Hawthorn.
Do you think Collingwood are going to beat Hawthorn?
No, because I'm not.
Cooper, you might have just left your team. You might be helping to win tip with me this week, are you? Because I think Collingwood are going to win as well.
I reckon Tigers.
Yeah, of course you do. I'm going to tip Collingwood. They're going to beat the unfortunate Hawks. There's lots happening at Hawthorn, and I don't know that they're going to go all that well.
And we've got Bulldogs and Essendon, and Cooper, you've got that tip, and that's.
Let me guess, Cooper, you're going to tip Tigers?
Yes.
Yeah!
No,
you
it's-
tipped the Tigers again.
What did you actually tip? No, that
What does it say there, buddy?
Where? Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. You're going to tip
wait.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs and Essendon.
Yeah, Bulldogs too good. Far too good. Almost as good as Cooper on footy
What's
tipping.
your
He's
name?
unreal.
Your name's what?
That's right.
We've got Fremantle and Brisbane, and I think that Blair has got this one.
Brisbane.
You're tipping Brisbane to beat Freo?
Yep.
Brisbane to beat Freo?
Yep.
I agree, Brisbane will beat
Actually,
Freo.
I'm definitely.
Oh, controversy. Are you going to override all these preps?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Actually, I don't really know, so.
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
No.
And our fine. No, not fine.
Second last game I think we've got now.
What's second?
Oh, no, it's the last game. It is the last game.
I see Magpie.
It's good omens for me. They're going to beat all.
Lenny has this one, and
Because Lenny's going to let us know.
it's West Coast and Melbourne.
We tip Melbourne.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's tipping West Coast for the rest of this season, are they?
Can you yell Melbourne to the camera?
I hope I'm wrong.
Good job.
Hard-working teacher. Miss Daly's not a hard-working teacher.
What do they say about working with animals and kids?
Oh,
Shouldn't do it. Oh well, I think Melbourne's going to win. Who's had fun today tipping some footy?
Yay!
Who's the best team?
Me!
Before we go, I just want to find out who you guys think is going to win the grand final this year.
Not Hawthorn. It can't be Hawthorn, I reckon. Tigers. Melbourne. Bulldogs. No.
We got Bulldogs over there.
Bulldogs, Geelong, Melbourne. Yeah.
What do you reckon, Cooper? Tigers.
Adios, amigos. Card ciao. Konnichiwa. Ciao.
Oh, Oliver, my brother's doing ice hockey this week. Well, let's see what happened.
Weekend on a wave, yeah. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? 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 It's Friday then.
Don't go out in the pouring rain.
Isla, do you know what day it is? Yes, it's Principal Day. Let's see some special messages.
What's going on here? Who have we got here? Edley and Ava and Lenny. What's going on? You look like the cat's got your tongue.
What's happening? What have you got for us? Whoa! Thank you so much.
Oh,
Mr. Fisher.
thank you.
Oh my goodness!
Whoa,
Thank
look at
you.
this.
Well, look at these pictures.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Good work.
Look at all those
Good
letters.
on you, Ava. Great job. Good on you, Lenny.
Wow.
Thanks, Len.
Fantastic.
This is going to take us
Thank
all
you.
weekend to read. Hey? I can't wait to sit down and read these tonight.
What a special
yeah,
look. Look at those pictures.
Love it.
Thanks everyone for doing these for us. We really appreciate it.
Thank
Amazing.
you. You've definitely made our day.
Absolutely love it. Thank you very much.
Miss Burke likes to eat donuts and chocolate while relaxing.
Oh, Mr.
Sure
Mac.
does.
Mr. Mac has a bias towards Collingwood.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, very cool.
Day to you, mate.
And thank you, teachers, for helping the kids organise this too.
Very good.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. We'll have a very happy Principal's Day now. Thanks.
Happy Principal's Day!
Over to Harrison and Harvey for the birthdays.
Now it's fun for the birthdays. It's a happy birthday too. On Tuesday we had Amina and Savannah. On Wednesday we had Belle and we had Charlie, Sierra and Phoebe. On Friday we had Ava and Emily. On Saturday we had Logan and Frankie.
On Sunday we had Josh. Happy birthday! Next up is the Students of the Week. We hope you enjoy the assembly of the preps. Next week it'll be the grade 5s. Till then, may your news be good news. On Sunday we have I don't go. Tuesday we had Thomas and Chef.
It was Monday.
I wonder what the letter is this week. I've got to say. I wonder what the Hi, I'm Arabella. Wait, this is the music report, and today we are reporting about sport. We're doing athletics like that.
Hi, my name's Charlie, and
He is Miss Buckles' Burger. Miss Buckles' Burger.
And Sierra.
Sierra. And Sierra. Sierra. On Sunday we had Josh. Oh, Josh is my basketball teacher, and Frankie is Lila's, who is in Prep A. Lila is in Prep A, and that's her dog. I wonder what the letter is. First, we'll recognise the how do you say it? To recognise the tradition.
How about original?
Okay, original. It's over for the music report. over to the to see the over to see if the music It's time to hear from the wisest people of the world. Okay. It's time to hear from the wisest people from the world. Smartest people in the world. Isla, you can do it. Okay. It's time to hear from the wildest people in the world. Wildest? It's time to hear from the wildest. Wisest! He's gonna put monkeys and elephants at the background. I'm not the smallest person in the class. I think I'm the second smallest in the class.
I'm the smallest in our class. Stevie.
Mason, she's so little.
She's this
tall. The big crane yesterday? Last week.
Oh, no, actually yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, because the crane, all right? The crane
Oh, yeah, it was yesterday.
No, the crane we're talking about is actually tomorrow. But then assembly, when everyone's watching, is actually on Friday.
Oh.
So we're saying, for the people who are watching it on Friday, we're pretending that you're actually saying it on Friday and it happened yesterday, but it hasn't actually happened yet. Am I confusing you?
No. I know what you're saying, Mr. D, but I don't know what you're saying. We hope you enjoy the assembly of the preps. Next week, it'll be the grade 5s. Until then, may your news be good news and good night. Oh, that was good. Do you want some snack? No. Do you want lunch? No. Oh, I love that though.